So this is a collection that I made this year after I came back from COP26. It was a way for me to let out my anger, my energy. So this specific piece is basically spelling out Okavango for the Okavango Delta.
Okavango?
Yes, it is the letters, and the lines actually represent the streams within the delta itself. So that is this is what this piece is about. That's why the different letters. So that's the Okavango piece. When this was for me just letting out my anger, literally, like I said. And here, for example, you have SWAPO Manifesto of 1989, which was the very first manifesto that SWAPO wrote just before they were inaugurated as a government in 1990. And this is the Paris Agreement, and you can see the blah, blah, blah. The SWAPO Manifesto is one of the strongest documents SWAPO has ever written in terms of environmental protection, land rights, giving back land, looking after the war orphans, people that lost people in that lost their parents in war, looking after people. That is what this manifesto of 1989 was about.
And compared to this, you say that the Paris Agreement is blah, blah, blah.
Just like the SWAPO Manifesto, nothing has happened for the masses. Nothing. So that is why you have these two together, Paris Agreement, blah, blah, blah. Nothing is happening, just like the SWAPO Manifesto, which is why today we are fighting for the Okavango. Here, I was throwing out slogans that actually are linked to my sentiments in regards to the oil drilling. So here it says development equals neocolonialism, because it's again the white people or the foreign people telling us that we need to develop, we need development, we need mines. For them, development means bringing the mines to our countries so they can harvest the resources. Again, colonialism. It's them deciding for us. Drilling equals genocide. When you take away people's water, you are intentionally killing them. You know what's going to happen. You can see what happens in the Niger Delta. Drilling equals ecocide. It's the same thing again. You are killing the environment. You are taking away food systems that wildlife and people depend on. And that's all because of this constant greenwashing that the oil industry is doing in most mining companies. Which is why, for me, I say our governments are sellouts. When you look at that piece, they make empty promises for nothing. And they are stealing our future as African people, stealing our future, our children's future. And also why I said failure COP26, because it was a huge failure. So these are my sentiments towards this whole fight. And there is a piece that I made because I really just wanted to make it. It says Venice is sinking. The climate crisis is affecting all of us. We love Venice because of the Venice Biennale, because of the city of, what it represents culturally, but it's sinking. So if we are talking about of how the global north is being affected by the climate crisis, people can relate to it much more than if I'm saying we have droughts in Kavango, we need to save the Okavango. Or when the island nations like Tuvalu are saying we need to phase out now because our islands are sinking, we don't know where we are going to go. No one is listening. But as soon as I say, but hey, Venice is sinking. Oh, okay, yes, it is true. So it's always about educating each other, using different ways, using art, being on stage, talking to people, teaching people. And I'm using everything in my power to raise awareness of what is actually happening, including my arts.